Welcome back, guys. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. So, it's welcome. What kind of English is that? It's Mexico City. The Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez, however you pronounce it. Just absolutely murdered that. I know I did. But take a look to your left. Take a look to your right. Constructors champions. I believe that there are 4 races left. 4 races, 100 points. Obviously, you need a +4 for fastest laps as well, because there's potential you can get fastest laps. Plus, there is 1 sprint race left in Brazil. So yeah, we're 164 points clear of Red Bull in P2. Yeah, I think there's only 137 points available. We're looking good in the cost cap as well. We don't need any more engines. Don't need any more parts. We are looking Gucci, mate. We are going to finish this season as Constructors Champions. And it's taken a long time. Samuel, how you doing, mate? How are you? Oh, heavy rain, practice 1, 2. Heavy rain for the race. Even starting on Inters, which ain't great. How's Sam? How you feeling, mate? Let me just pull up my... Yep, there he is. Car parts. Bang the old engine in. Bang the old ERS in. Do you know what? I'm going to stick with the gearbox, and I'm going to use a new gearbox. Because after this race, there will only be 4 races left to go. We should be absolutely fine. No dramas at all. Uh, 20 laps on the old run plan. Happy days. Change Lando's engine to the old one. Old DRS. Old gearbox. Same setup for Lando. God damn, I'm tired. Shouldn't be tired though. I've got a bloody race after this. Alright, let's go get it done. Yes, mate, you shall. You shall race tonight. Yeah, it's usually the way it goes, isn't it, mate? When, like, you were poorly doing the race, poorly doing the night, and then feel better when you wake up, and then as the day progresses, you just gradually feel worse and worse. Joshua is being a menace, as per usual. Not shocked. Not shocked at all.
Any feedback on track?
Yeah, it's not dry. Not dry at all. It is going to dry up though. Josh being an absolute rebel, as per usual. That is very good, mate. I was literally, before I went live, I was looking at the various different teams and where I was losing ground to them.
Is he all okay?
And it turns out that Mercedes
Very good job, guys.
is the fastest car. It's now overtaken
It's a balance check when you can.
Alpine.
I'm happy. Okay, copy.
And the fact that we are not even pushing and we are currently P1 and P2 is great signs. It's great signs indeed. Lando 91, George 91. Happy days. You have the best car at Imola. That is a really good thing to have, because if your car is very good at Imola, it's going to be very good at other circuits. Yes, mate. This is why you should race. Good man. Good man indeed. All we need now is Josh to stop being a fraud and race. And yeah. No, don't want to do that. No, don't want to do that. I want to do that. And then that. I'm going to see how that goes. Same set of boots. And then I'm going to try the same with Lando. Same set of boots. Yeah, well, you know. You change your mind as often as that weather, Josh. The traditional British weather. I'm literally going to have to bring these cars back in a moment to change the tyres. That's really good. That's really fast, that is, Sam. A 4.2, because usually by the time you get to Q3... Bruh.
I'll let you down, my bad. Okay, copy that.
By the time
Here, we've got a yellow flag.
you usually get to Q3, that's come down by a couple of tenths.
And round they go.
That's not ideal. I need to bring these guys in. Otherwise they'll end up burning through those tyres. Reconfigure. Gonna send them on hards because the game is gonna take me take a set of softs off me anyway, so I might as well use those hards. I mean, what I mean is, if I didn't send them out on the hards, the game would have taken 2 softs, so it's just easier for me to send out on hards. Yeah, he's dreaming, he is, Sam. He likes to dream, that one. Because when it comes to the race, he'd be complaining about how he's lost all his pace. All takes time, mate. Don't rush yourself, Sam. Don't worry about it. It all takes time.
The car is okay. Negative. Happy. Okay.
The car is great. The car is great. Right there on
If you can give us a balance check.
hards. P4, P6, P5, P6.
Copy.
Albono spin turn 1.
Taking the flag.
Taking the flag. Taking the flag. Mate, you are good at one circuit. We'll have this conversation, right, when you don't bin it later on. Because you'd like to find the walls on certain circuits, don't you? You love it. You love it, you do. I'm going to try that with George. Oh, it took the hards off me anyway. And a set of softs. Sometimes it doesn't do that. But hey ho. That's not too bad for Lando. I'll try bringing forward a little bit. Compounds, mediums. On plan. And let's rock and roll. Josh, honestly, you take yourself out more than my actual rubbish bins go out, mate. You were getting on.
Okay, copy.
If that's happening to you, Sam, it would say to me that you are over eager on the loud pedal. Take what back? What have I got to take back? What did I say? Because Dan is racing in FPRL, mate. I didn't say you crashed. Didn't say you crashed at all. I said you go out more than my rubbish bins do. Oh, I should be on stage. Dan is. Dan is fraudulent. Right, wrong way with George. Right way with Lando.
Give us a balance check when you can. Balance check. Yeah, happy. Nice work, mate. And no more rain, all clear. Okay.
So I need to revert George's setup, but keep Lando's at the same. Happy days. Call card in, call card in. And we move. Revert George's setup. Want to keep a set of softs. It's going to be medium, soft around here. Oh, I say that, it's raining, isn't it? Still, I want to keep softs rather than mediums for this race. That setup is just proper sexy, so I'm just going to send them out. And away we go. Let Lando do a lap. And he can push. It's also mad to think, right? This is our fourth season, obviously, because I keep saying, and like we've always struggled for engine components, or we've always struggled for ERS or gearboxes, and this season we were lucky enough to be issued with more than one, with an extra one, and we've had no dramas at all. We've not had many bad crashes which completely killed us. Everything's just been A-okay. And it's mad to think how in the season that we never needed it, we've had no dramas engine-wise. Yep, Dynamo Fraud 619. Couldn't agree more. He didn't want to get slapped up by Josh, he didn't. Hence the reason why he's not racing tonight. Yep. That's also another one of the added plot holes of racing around FM, mate. yeah, that's one thing I hope that they change as well for the next game. They said that the racing UI is going to be a lot better, so I hope they stop the blocking, because if it was to happen in real life, obviously drivers would end up with grid penalties and stuff, wouldn't they? So but yeah, it is a huge annoyance of mine, mate.
So we have taken the flag.
If I got time, mate. If I got time. Because it's a wet race, it means the lap times are going to be a little bit slower. So, yeah, if I've got time. Yeah, rock and roll. I know Josh wants to do practice, mate. Yeah, sticking on speed 1000. Yeah, funny thing is, Josh, you like the hub, don't you? Old orange channel boy. Yuki running wide turn 12. And it's funny, I've just said that because what you've typed underneath it answers all anybody's questions. Right, so we're in FP3. Quicker we get through this, the better. Let's check on the cars. Yeah, engine components are fine. However, we do have to go another 3, 6, 9. It'll be 9. Well, it won't be 9. It'll be 8 FP sessions. So just hope that these engine components now can last that long. Perez on this game, unfortunately, isn't very good. Perez was dropped by Red Bull, went to Ferrari to replace Carlos Sainz, and if you look at Perez now, he's currently P18, and he doesn't get above P10. Very rarely gets above P10. Yeah, he's been poor in real life as well, bless him. Old Perez. Did I just see we had another? Yes, they didn't take those off. They didn't take those off us. Happy days. Yellow flag. Let's get George to P1. Although it does look good for us because I checked before we started, and the last 2 seasons we have won Mexico. George won it first in 2024 season, and then Lando won it last season in 2025. So it is looking good for us. Right, is Lando in clean air, or is he stuck behind? No, he's in front now, De Vries. So I am going to send Lando on a fast lap. See if he can't get P2. Where is Lando?
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Confirm.
No, he didn't improve. Yeah, whatever you want to call him, mate. He's not performing at the moment, is he? And if he ain't careful, he'll quickly lose his seat. I've always called him Perez. as in how you've said the first one.
Something's happening.
Stand by.
Yeah, it's just the ERS and the gearbox on the way out, and the engine on the way out, mate. It's fine. Absolutely fine, Lando. Absolutely fine, mate. Right, FP3 done, dusted. Should be into Q3, no problems at all. Yeah, you gain quite a lot of time, obviously pitting them under VSC and under safety car, mate. Quite a lot of time back indeed.
There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
There is. You're right there, Crofty boy. There is tension in the air. The speed boost we'll get from having a brand new gearbox in is unreal as well. Right. Qualifying it is then. Have you heard yourself? Brother needs to check himself before he wrecks himself.
Green light.
I think that Yuki Tsunoda is going to be faster around here, but then come the race, he'll end up doing Yuki Tsunoda things. Lando isn't the fastest around here. Unfortunately. Max is a bit far in front of Lando, to be fair. Yeah. It's that slow section of Sector 2. We're probably absolutely rattling him in the straights, but he's gone purple in Sector 1. And then obviously we'll lose it in the slow speed. Alright. We are one of the fastest cars on track in a straight line. But obviously you gotta do it better than obviously in a straight line.
Just confirming boxing and back to the garage.
Confirm.
I should jump on board with George then. Lando went P2. Probably going to do a soft, medium, soft with Lando. So green for George. Green middle. Just what I expected. I expect that. Right. Check the same set of boots on. And then yeah, now we wait. We should absolutely be fine to make it through Q1, but I might not send them back out and just keep their tyres, because it'll be at least then in Q2 it'll be a representative run. No, I'll send them out. I will send them out. Who's out on track at the moment? So we've got a Merc going out now. I want to send them out behind both Red Bulls. There goes one Alpha Tauri. Or Alfa Romeo, I should say. Come on, come on. Well done, mate. You need to bridge that gap now and go one step further. Obviously, when you start getting higher results, P2, P4, P2, P5, that's when you know that obviously your car is progressing. Right, so I'm going to send George out this time behind Max. Yeah, man, you can't fault that. Come on, I need to send them out before we go around again. Oh, it was Gasly I sent him out behind. I didn't mean to, but anyway. Right, here goes. Here goes nothing. No, I know. You just need to keep hold of Lewis now. That's the problem, because Lewis likes to retire. Unfortunately, like. Green set the one for George. Track's ramped up a little bit. Happy days. Oh, yellow middle.
We are currently P3.
That's okay, P3.
What a good luck.
So why is Lando's time not showing up for Sector 1 then? Unless he's gone as fast as he did in Sector 1. Sector 2 time is green. Let's go.
We've had a big crash here, so red flag, red flag.
What happened now? What happened? Did anybody see what happened? Nope. Okay. I did not see what happened. I did not see what happened. But Lando going P1. That's a good result. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he might have 3 years left on his contract, mate. But what will happen is after a year, so after the season, he then chooses whether or not to follow it through, and yeah, he usually retires quite early as Lewis Hamilton. Right. Not worried about the drama. Tyres are pretty poor. Just going to get him out, get him to set a lap, get him back in, put brand new tyres on him. Just like that.
Stay tight on that delta.
Wow.
Box, and call the car.
Yeah, confirm.
Lando went quicker on used softs than he did in his final run in Q2. That makes sense. Right, so Lewis, he retires quicker than anybody else. He might have a very long contract. What did you say? You had 3 years. But at the end of each season, they choose whether they want to stay on or not. And Lewis retires, unfortunately, quite early into his stint. Hopefully, because you were managing him, he won't. But they usually do retire very quickly. Ghost, how's it going, mate? Just started season 3 with Merc and got 50% changes for everything for the season 4 car. Yeah, that absolutely infuriates me. It's bad enough when, like, you know, you get minor changes because you got to make sure that you researched all the parts, obviously, before the new season. But when you get, like, major changes, nah, that... Yeah, it does me as well, mate. It really does infuriate me. Just for the sheer price of things, it just kills everything in the cost. I always keep saying cost. What type of word is that? Cost cap. Right, so I'll try and send George out this time in a Red Bull. But yeah, absolute crazy scenes. Right, there goes a Red Bull. So we're going to send George out. Didn't see what Red Bull it was, but it don't matter. My guess is it's Gasly. I'm going to send Lando out behind that Merc. Who is it? Max, I think. No, it is Gasly. Right, here goes George for his last run then. Watch him get blocked now. Got a brand new set of tyres on as well, so he should not improve. So George ain't going any faster than in sector 1, that's for sure. Doesn't seem to be improving in this sector either. Yeah, Monaco, you need the car with the best low and medium downforce, mate.
Currently P3. Good laps now.
This cracks me up as well. They both got a brand new set of tyres on. George, but same cars. George didn't improve at all. Lando's gone purple. Sector 1. Well, then saying that he hasn't improved in the middle sector either. Or the end. But yeah, strange. Yeah, but that's still not going to be enough. Not for Monaco. Not for Monaco, mate. I just changed that over then, didn't I? Yeah. Right. I'm going to set both cars up in the Red Bulls, I think, if I possibly can. Yeah, it will. Monaco. Places like Monaco, Singapore, and Qatar will actually show you how good your car is. If your car performs well at Monaco, Singapore, and Qatar, you've probably got one of the best cars in game, because the low to medium speed is where you lose all your time. I found that out the hard way, mate. Found that out proper hard. I think for my low speed, the car that we're currently running is something like 14th on the grid. For my medium speed, I'm like 10th. Top speed, I'm 1st. So, but obviously you want to have them closest to the lowest as possible, like. Right, George, there's a Red Bull. Out we go, son. There was Verstappen as well. I think I sent Lando out too late, to be fair. Yeah, way too late. Don't matter though. Yeah, Perez. It's Monaco, mate. I wouldn't beat yourself up too much about it. Because just like in real life, F1 teams don't... They don't plan, you know, they don't build a car specifically for Monaco. They make a car for all the other circuits. So yeah. Right, green for George. Purple for Lando. Green for George. Right. George is quite a way off.
22. Good on target.
So green in the middle with Lando. Right, so we're not that far off Max and our tyres were worn. So that looks good. Brand new set of boots for George. Brand new set for Lando. And now we wait. Second off, yeah, it's about right, mate. It's about right. Monaco is it's one of those circuits that make you want to throw up in your own mouth, because just on how much time you actually lose. If you get a good car though, like I said, you'll dominate anyway. But Monaco, Singapore, Qatar especially as well. Right, George is going out now. Lando is going out now. Right, let's jump on board with George then. Yeah, that what Ghost has just said, Josh. Slipstream is powerful as well. You just need to make sure that you time it absolutely perfectly, because around Monaco you can do more damage with the dirty air than good. Right, so green for George, purple for Lando. We like purples. We don't like yellows.
Currently P4. This lap is good.
Okay, so we didn't get pole. That's a bit annoying that George is P6. Yeah, that's good though. So we did a 15.8 in Q2. Yeah, doesn't make sense to me. Right, anyway, into the race. Let's have a look what we got. Oh, interesting. So it's going to be mediums, inters. Let's check it out. Let's go plan D. We go plan D. Inters, and then at the end we go soft. But we do that roundabout. There, maybe there. Plan D for George. We go plan D. Wrong one. Take the fuel out of the car. Push, push. It's pushing it, you know. That's probably pushing it. I'm going to have to be so careful on tyre wear. To be fair, it'll probably be softs right until the end. I'll add them in. I will add them in, but I think that'll be too late to pit. Get the fuel out of the car. Driver options. Yes, 100% upgrade it, mate. Upgrade it fully, simply because it's the difference between estimating than being 100% accurate. It stung me in Canada in my first season. I believed that it would go to one weather forecast, and then it went completely to another weather forecast, and not only did it tell me it was happening at, say, lap 20, it didn't happen until lap 28, which is also, I know it's a pain in the ass for money wise, but it is the best way to go. Obviously, if money's tight, well then
we're about to find out at the Mexico City Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Right. I could have taken more fuel out of George's car, to be fair, but I didn't think. Right, let's get George out in front. Get him into clean air. Sorry, Lando. See if you can pull a little bit of a gap to Max. And then we'll worry about everything else. These pair of idiots going too wide. George is going to burn on his battery and everything else. Because George is good like that. Right, so Lando can stop pushing now. He's 2 seconds down the road from Max. Just need to get past Don't know why Max is so slow at the moment, but he's being extremely slow. Switch back then and saw George inside Albon. I can't keep pushing with them tyres. Max is the bottleneck. Right, so DRS is enabled this lap. Lando can vibe out in front now and control it. I can control Lando's pace now through his tyres. Lando's really good on his tyre wear as well, so not got to worry about Lando as such. The person I've got to worry about the most is George. And I need to get past these pair to do that. And yeah, of course. George doesn't want to overtake properly, which is frustrating. Because it would appear that Albon is quite clearly the faster car. I kind of want to get past Albon and use George as a screen for Lando. See if I can drop Albon a little bit. No, I can't. Happy days. Happy days. Now we can just vibe. We're in P1, P2. Now we just have to worry about this rain. Or not.
So that's Tsunoda. Reports of debris.
Is everyone alright?
Tsunoda doing
Let's see
Tsunoda
what
things.
happened there. Here we are then looking at turn 12. And makes contact with the wall. I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
Josh, what's up, brother?
Clear to accept the car. What's your delta?
Sorry.
Oh dear. It's not a good sign, mate. You're just a baba, Josh. You're just a baby. That gap is perfect by there between George and Lando. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to leave it on Lando on conserve. Neutral. I've got plenty of time to save with George.
BSC ending.
Confirmed.
Yeah, should do. Yeah, it should do, mate. I'm just chill in a minute. I think I'm going to do that when their tyres get down to around 60%. Because I think... where was I? I think everybody will box between lap 24, 27, regardless of whether it's a safety car. Josh, stop moaning. Always excuses with you. Right, George is gonna 3% less tyre wear, so I think I need. Do I need Jarvis to type skill issue in at enter? For Max to be this slow, right, he must be using old engine components. He must be. Because there is no way Max Verstappen is that slow. He just ain't. And for us to have gapped him by 4.7 seconds, and that's George as well, Lando's out even further. There is just no way. I mean, I know him and Albon are fighting, but still. Why is Lando doing lap times like that and George? He's out the front with clean air, so I don't understand. Even then he was slower. Right, I'll wait till next lap and then push with Lando. Yeah, what I was trying to do is that if I was just trying to slow him down, slow George down, that's all. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. They should. Mexico is a really good track to save fuel on, anyway, isn't it? So I like it when the red flag comes out. You get obviously excess fuel, and you can just push and push until your heart's content. Right, let's jump on board with Lando. Did I just see a yellow flag? I did. Albon lock up, turn 12. Oh well, that was the end of Albon and Verstappen's little duel then. Oh my god, he's gone right to the very end. But Albon's last. Qualified P3, was it? Green purple for Lando. I think they're about the same, mate. George 92, 98, 83. Yeah. If anything, Lando's got 1% better gearbox, but it's strange every now and again, like they'll they'll just pitch in with crazy laps. Like Lando will go really slow, like a second slower, and George will go like a second faster, and then it's a bit like yo-yo, tennis between them. Like, I mean, I know obviously I was pushing with Lando just then, but yeah. Yeah, I think no, you're probably right there, because I'm not gonna lie, unfortunately George has been getting a bit of the old Perez treatment. George has been treated like a second class citizen, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, no, you're absolutely right there. George is being treated pretty badly. But we move. Everything is absolutely awesome. Oh, that's not even anything to write home about. It's not. Was it lap 32 it starts? I'm going to have to go to lap 34. What are these tyres like? Yeah, this should be fine. They'll be on the deathbed, but the tyres should be fine. But yeah, man. George is probably in the cockpit cursing me. Asking me why I'm like this. But I think all round, Lando is, in this season at least, Lando is a better driver than George overall. Obviously, I'm not saying that applies to real life, but in this season particularly, Lando does seem to be the faster of the two over the longer race rather than not looking forward to Brazil. We've had every season so far at Brazil, we've had a nightmare. Well, I say Lando is usually the faster. George seems to be setting some decent lap times. I see he's 2/10 faster this lap. 6 faster than Max. Ocon and Stroll must be pushing. What tyres are we on? Every single one of us is on mediums. I think the AI might start boxing. Because I know in medium to soft, you usually box around lap 25. Ocon's still flying. It's the fastest car on track last lap. He'd probably get past Stroll, and then is another 5.6 seconds then to Max, which is then Max is 6.6 off George. So the problem we've got, and the problem we've always had, is our pit crew aren't the greatest. We're forever having pit stop errors, but I think Lando is just completely checked out, which is good. You start saving Lando's battery. For the inevitable. I forgot what pit stop time is around your pit stop. So yeah,
There's a crash.
22 seconds.
Everybody's on the main straight.
He's crashed. I bet it's Stroll and Ocon. No. Albon. Oh, he's had a nightmare. Lost his front end plate.
Dangerous.
So not only did he lock up, he's now lost an end plate as well. Not good. Not good for Albon. For sure took our end plate at Qatar in the main race. Did it say 20 seconds of pit? Yeah, 22. So Lando is looking to come out behind Gasly, which isn't too bad. George will come out probably behind Magnussen. Obviously, I'll box Lando first. If I can box Lando a lap earlier than George, that'd be great, but we should be far enough apart to double stack, providing Lando doesn't get a pit stop error. But maybe, just maybe, the AI aren't going to box, and Verstappen is that slow because he's not pushing his tyres. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because there's 6.4 between George and Lando. And like I said, my major concern is because my pit crew are not that good. Like, we got our best pit stop ever, I think, has been like 2.9 seconds. I hold my hands up to that. That's a skill issue.
So rain is in.
Okay, go for it.
I never bothered with the pit crew for about 2 seasons. And yeah, that's on me. But yeah, like I said, my major concern is that I do that, and then whoever I box first ends up having the pit error. And usually it snowballs then, doesn't it? But yeah, I think I probably will end up doing the 2-stop, the double stack. But the way it's going, we should end up having with Lando, at least a pit stop on everybody else. No, you're right there. No, you absolutely agree. Absolutely agree with that. Lando's pulling away a little bit now from George anyway, again, so it'll be even further. It'll probably be about 8 seconds by the time we do eventually have to box, and that's probably more than enough margin. A rain is coming in 2 minutes. So what's that? Next lap then? One minute. So probably halfway through lap 30, but then it's not going up sharply. Red, yellow flag. Who's that?
We saw contact. We have debris.
Jack Doohan crashed.
Now this happened as they arrived at turn 12. And unable to do anything about that crash. That will have knocked their confidence, I'm sure.
He kind of slowed down and then drove into the wall anyway. I'd be furious. I would be absolutely tamping at that.
Small bit of rain, I think.
The rain is starting to increase.
Copy.
So we started a bit earlier than what is predicted then. I mean, it's good for us on the tyres. But at 0.03, it's kind of not good. You want it to absolutely bucket down so you know when to box.
Rain is imminent.
Yep.
Confirm.
It is raining, Pete. It is raining. See, it's not going to really start increasing until... Oh, well, now. Now we should start seeing a rise of it. When it gets to about 60%, that's when I'm going to look to bring them both in. It's only on 13mm, or 0.13. As soon as it gets to 1, obviously that's when you know it's time for slicks. It's time for inters. But unfortunately, it's not rising quick enough. Oh, as I say that, it starts to rise. Right, so I'm going to bring Lando in. Let's try that again. Could be a little early. Maybe not actually, because it is starting to increase. By the end of the next lap, it'll be well above. So it's, yeah, I think it's right time. Absolutely right time. Lando's pitting. George is pitting. Yeah, pit stop error. I knew it. Look at that. Yeah, with the timing, I nailed it, but look at the pit stop error Lando had. 9.2 seconds. And that was my worry. Yeah. Honestly, my pit crew are shocking. Honestly, they have cost me so many races. They really have. 9-second pit stop on top of obviously 22. I mean, luckily enough, we had a massive gap to Max. But yeah, man, it's unreal. And it's obviously purely my fault, because I never bothered with the pit crew for about 2 seasons. So like I said, I've made mistakes. I really have. Which by the time the new game comes out next week, I hope to have not make those same mistakes again. But we should be good now. We should be good until the end. I don't know if we're going to need to box to slicks around about lap 64, 65. It all depends on how quick it dries up. Yeah, I think we're about a lap for sure. So that's on the downward. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but you know, again, that's going to depend on how quick the track dries up, innit? Lap 64, what was that? There's 7 or 8 laps till the end, then, isn't it? Yeah, I think you're right, Softs, right at the very death to just push flat out with. What are we doing lap time wise? 25.7, 25.5. Max doing 26.7. So far, so good. I said the only way I can explain Max's slow pace is that Max must be running really worn power unit parts, because I've never seen Verstappen so slow. That's a good shout, mate. Well, this weekend at Hungary, the forecast is extremely hot. And even though Ferrari, Mercedes, and I think it was Alpine are bringing new upgrades, Mercedes have never liked, the Mercedes car has never liked the hot weather. It's yet to see what McLaren does in the hot weather, because it was obviously McLaren. And then I think Red Bull, I think if they can get that car to run the bumps, I think Red Bull will. I would love Lewis to win, but because of the forecast and how hot it is supposed to be like 34 degrees C. You know, that's extremely hot. The Mercedes just doesn't like the hot weather. But yeah, I hope I'm completely wrong, and I do hope that Lewis goes on to win it, because that would be amazing. You know. And I do think Red Bull now has a double fight on their hands, with obviously both McLaren cars and both Mercedes cars. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching this one. Gonna be gutted. I am honestly going to be gutted when Lewis retires. And the fact that Mercedes are now finding their form again, I think Lewis might regret moving to Ferrari. But at the end of the day, it's Ferrari, isn't it? Right. I'm going to start slowing these down. Because we got overheating problems. We need rain to go above 1 sharpish. It's going to, but we are overheating our tyres. Yeah, this is gonna go higher than what it was originally. George is catching. What are we doing compared to Max? 25.8 versus 25.4. 4/10 slower last lap. Yeah. Again, agreed. I think Perez is costing Red Bull a lot, and probably costing them more financially, like you said, with the crashes. Their upgrades are not working, and I think, you know, that might be because Adrian is not working on the car. You can't not have a genius like that working on the car. You can't. I know that Red Bull has got a fantastic aero team, a technical team, but yeah, a man like Adrian Newey, you want him so embedded into the car that you know where the next upgrade is coming from for the car's entire life, and the fact that he's been taken away to go and work on the road car, which is understandable. Yeah, I think I only have to agree. And I think if Perez doesn't sort himself out, and possibly this race, if he doesn't qualify very good at Hungary or Spa, I think he could very well find himself without a seat, or demoted into RB. I really do. Oh, that would be absolutely amazing. That is like a fairy tale ending, isn't it? How he moved, you know, to the prancing horse, and then he goes on to win his 9th world title. But yeah, that would be amazing. That would be a proper fairy tale. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. I went back and forth with it for a long time, wrestled. I mean, both drivers drove out of their skin last season. Max probably deserved it. They argue that what happened between Max and Lewis at Silverstone was light, and if Lewis had gone on to win at Baku and not at the brake magic, Lewis, it wouldn't have been level points going into the last round. Lewis would have won the championship. But yeah, 21 was absolutely 100% rigged, and I truly believe that Lewis was robbed. But that's not to say that Max wasn't a deserved champion, because I thought Max matured a lot last season. And problem is, I don't think, from the position that Max has been in, where the 22 car was dominant, the 23 car was dominant, the 24 car started dominant, but now obviously everybody else is catching up. I think Max never properly learned. Like they say, he grew up a lot after 21, but you see the way Max is currently with Lando, you kind of seeing that you kind of seeing that Max is very petulant. Do you know what? If George catches Lando, George can go on and win the race. I'll turn Lando not to fight him. Because if George catches Lando, I will 100% let George go on to win the race. Because with 22 and a bit laps to go, George is flying. George is absolutely flying. Right, that should be the end of the rain now. Oh, we're on the downward slope. So, it all depends on how quick this circuit can dry out. I mean, we've got the luxury of having a massive gap behind us anyway, so... We're on lap 52. Problem is I'm going to start struggling with overheating the closer that the water level gets to 1. It is starting to reduce. Alright, albeit slowly, but it is coming down. I thought we did the exact same lap time then. Like a 100th off. So it's crazy as well on just how much fuel I've resaved with George. I do want to start burning it, but it means it'll draw him closer to Lando, and then obviously that double stack window moves away. We're doing all right though. Who's that I'm gonna go at to? Yeah, can do. I want to keep the battery because obviously I can push during the dry stint. But who's having a go at you? Well, to be fair, mate, you did say you'd race. And then literally, like an hour to go, you obviously let him down. Oh dear. Probably... That's me not paying attention, that's not. Wait, 15 laps to go. Right. So what's the matter now? Like, because obviously I can't speak for.
Late on track condition, if you can.
I mean, it's definitely transitioning now. I don't think it's far off, to be honest.
Dragovic.
Now this was the Alfa Romeo. Just a bit too wide at that point, and you really...
I don't think I do. No, I don't. I usually keep a set of. I usually do keep a set of mediums from practice, but I specifically didn't because Mexico the softs last really long. So. Yeah. Obviously, they'll be fine for a little while, and then obviously they're going to have to box because we had plenty of time anyway. We had absolutely all the time in the world. Like, obviously, if Max had been only a couple of seconds behind, well, then fair enough. It might have been a little bit more dodgier, like, but nah, I think we've got this. Even Max has just boxed, so technically we'll have a full pit stop now on Max. It was 100% the right call to box. We just pulled the trigger a lap earlier than those. But yeah, usually I do keep a set of mediums behind from practice. But today, because obviously I know that the soft medium, the softs are really good around Mexico. Oh, okay. George can go on to win then. Oh, I did. I had Lando on don't fight your teammates, so maybe that was the reason why he was slowing down. Potentially. But yeah, George can go on to win. And to be fair, George has been catching him all throughout the race. You watch Lando come back at him now. I don't remember actually putting Lando on don't fight your teammate. It was definitely on, but I don't remember when I did it. Don't get old. Don't get old. You end up losing your marbles. I am going to push both cars though. Yeah, I'm pushing them now. Pushing them both. Those tyres will. We could stay on the hard push mode for the next 10 laps. We'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, as I was talking about Perez at the start of the race, this is Perez getting lapped. Unfortunately, Perez isn't very good. Around here. Who's out in front? George is out in front. Right. Who was the fastest lap? George. Yeah, George has been faster all race, to be fair. So it's only right that he goes on to win. Just going to keep pushing with this fuel, though. Probably George, to be fair. I think Lando was 23 points in front of Max in P1. Then it's Max, and I think George is something like 26 or 7 points behind Max in P3. So yeah, George definitely probably needs it more. But Lando is one more, if that makes sense. But yeah, you're right. George probably needs it more than Max, so just keep it down as George. 6 laps to go. And to be fair, like I said, Lando hasn't been on the pace. In quali he was alright, but George throughout the race has just been really fast. There's another one boxed. There's another one passed. Daniel Rick up next. But yeah, it baffles me how everybody's so slow, or appears to be slow. I don't know if it's the fact that everybody's running older components. I mean, if we get to Brazil and suddenly everybody's rapid and faster than us, well then that's the answer. If we get to Brazil though, and we are still quicker than everybody, I don't know what the answer is. We're flying. Just need that ERS now to last 3 more races and the sprint. Unless everybody's keeping their brand fresh, sparkling engine for Vegas. We'll soon find out. I'll soon have the answer to my question. If we get to Brazil and everybody is absolutely rapid, it's because they're on all components. If we get to Brazil and we're all the same, well then our car and our upgrades have worked far better than, well, they should have. But it's mad. We've got a pit stop on Max. We've got a double pit stop on Ocon. Yeah, it's crazy. And we are lapping cars for fun. Lando should get DRS. Last lap. Here we go. Double bit of DRS for Lando. Which 100% confirms and seals the fact that we are now construction winners. Constructor winners.
Amazing, guys. Amazing.
Wow, 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 wow.
Woo! So proud of all of you.
Let's go.
So you've taken the flag.
Happy days. Absolutely happy days. Yeah, man. Thank you. Bayern Chaff, like you said, it's...
And there's some big celebrations from McLaren as it sinks in now that they've won the Constructors' Championship.
And what a truly dominant display we've seen this season. I don't think it was ever in doubt.
And right now it's the British driver who proudly takes his place on the podium.
There's further delight for the team as they get to see both drivers up there together.
That's absolutely awesome.
A carnival atmosphere,
Yeah.
as always.
And it's now 100% confirmed. We have done the Constructors with 3 races left to go. Absolutely awesome. How's it going, mate? You okay? As you can see, there's the results of the race. Drivers. Yeah, I need to get George in front of Max. But then obviously that depends on Brazil. And then Constructors, just been confirmed that we are now champions. It's taken us 4 seasons. It's taken us a long, long time. I will be back literally in 40 minutes. I have a league race at 8 o'clock. So if you guys are around, come back. And yeah. Have you seen the new Merc wheel? But yeah, I'll be back at literally 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. tonight. I've got a league race. I'm going to have to dip because I need to get some practice in before I do so. So yeah, I'll be back at 8. You guys, thanks for stopping by. You all take care. Peace.